Hello, and welcome all to this yet another video on Decoder. And today's topic is something very interesting. It just happened because of this reason. Like this is around Olympics, and why it happened around Olympics is because there's something missing in this Olympics. Like we must have to agree on this that what was missing in this Olympics is this sense of crowd is missing, right? Means in the Olympics but that we can say okay, this is just one time thing and we'll not have that issue again. But if you look at it, we always miss those things when we play individually or when the player practices with his coach and all those things. He misses those things. So what all he misses, there's a the multiple things. Like if I go and play with my friend badminton or a tennis or hockey or football, whatever, then you will find I don't have that amount of referee or a crowd for me. Same, it was not there for means referee and all those things are there, but crowd was cheering was not there. The local commentary was not there. It was there, but that passion has gone out of it from the local commentary. Um, so, what could have been done, or how we can actually improve things such a way that what was not available in this time for Olympians can even be available for a common person like us. If I go and play and I have the same feeling as if I am playing in front of a huge crowd and I have the umpire and every of those things. So what can be done for those things? So let's quickly jump onto whiteboard. This is very interesting. What can be achieved? So let me just. So here is a whiteboard, and here I'm just trying to say there are different sports, right? We can have different sports. There are field. So there is athletics, which is not mentioned here, shown here. There's athletics. Then there are court sports. And then like these are court sports. Then there are field sports. Uh, Field sport like cricket, badminton. Then hockey. Hockey is kind of court plus field sport, but that's how it is. There are many types of sports. Then there are obviously swimming pools, swimming based sports that are kind of very close to athletics. So many kind of things. What we miss when athletes play in Olympics, he gets a loud cheering from the fans. We all have wished like no somewhere like have we made it? We also had that experience. When I am playing, people are cheering for me. Umpire is watching on my game, giving decisions. I don't have to count my score, right? Like what if I go and play, I always come, okay, it's 1-0 in my favor. Then my player gets a score, then he says, okay, it's 1-1, it's equal, then he maybe become 2-1, something. We all ourselves count. Like I'm standing here in badminton, he's playing here. So we both ourselves are counting our score. And what happens? Some line very close call, I might no I might be, tend to speak more on my side. If it's something on in this line, close to this line, he tend to be speak close to his line, like that kind of thing. All those things happen. So we don't get that experience and or experience of the aura of such as if we are playing as a big player, top-notch player. Does AI have this thing to offer? And suppose tomorrow same thing happens and some situation happens wherein we cannot have such a huge crowd and all those things. Can something be done about it? Even if it's not real and artificial, can that aura be created for you? So here is the interesting thing. Yes, it can be done with the help of AI, and it might not be that difficult as well. So everyone says, okay, so you are talking about AI to do what? AI to do three things I'm talking about. AI to do first, do a job of referee plus umpire, whatever you call it. Then do a commentary, then do a crowd. So, like you say in football, Mexican waves, obviously with not waves, but that wow, yes, and there's a huge noise that goes out when there is a goal. So when you are playing, do you want that noise to come in? when you make a goal and you want that commentator to go blazing, what a goal and all of this with your name. Do you want that? Do you want that experience? So I guess if people want that experience, I think AI can help do that. Uh, uh, um, so that's what we are kind of going to talk about. So let's go with technical, what it takes to do that. So obviously this is a very high level flow which I can explain. Obviously this is which I'm going to explain, but before that explanation there comes a question: do we have data? Anytime we talk about AI, the first question is, do we have data? And the obvious answer in this case, yes, we do have data. We have a recordings of 50 years. We have 50 years worth of recording of every major sport, which can be very easily used with some bit of work to train models, which can understand what's happening. And once they have understood what's happening, like you hit a shot, and it's over the service line. This so many times it happened. It had million times. Say for example tennis, it had million times you have a ball going out of service line, ball hitting in the service line. It's absolutely simple to train AI that at a service, whether did hit a service line, what does it mean, and well, it didn't hit a service line, what does it mean. One can do it with the help of programming as also, but that's not so relevant, because when I go and play, I may not be able to keep my camera so well. So we do it by AI, it will learn it, because we have so many camera angle views and we can really literally train that those things. So we have data now. So let's look into what can be done then. So this is what I feel what is simply will be the very simple flow in case of say tennis. What will be the flow? First thing, there's a camera here which is recording. Whenever, so what it does is it takes is keep making a split, 1 second split, um, 1 second split, and sending it to a model which is just checking whether there is a break event happened or not. Suppose in tennis, is there something happened, which means there has to be there will be a pause in the game. If something of that sort has happened or not. If something of that sort has happened, that means it need to do a different work. If that kind of event has not happened, then it's a different kind of thing which is going on. Okay, so what it need to do is like every 1 second clip which need to send for a break event, and if it's not a break event, then there is another side of event which is event description, like it can be 1 second it can send a 1 second video, 1 second video first, then 2 second video together to this place. So it's getting a larger video with every increasing time till the time there's no break in the game. So that kind of things keep on happening. So this one break even kind of so now that what happens is break event identifies, okay, there's something which happened which need to be broken. Then what happens, there's a classification model which identifies, okay, what kind of break event has happened. There's a service fault, net, or a out. That's how event breaks in a tennis, right? Or there can be some kind of medical timeout as well, right? But let's not complicate things. So for now, for understanding purpose, we are doing this, not covering all scenarios. Event description, it can say, okay, this is a forehand shot or a backhand shot. Then it can further say which player hit last, which is the current active player, which means it also want to identify who hit a forehand, who hit a backhand. It can again describe quality of a forehand, no? Quality of shot. It can again describe that, find out that. How we can find out? With the excitement of commentator in the recording, right? With that, it can easily find out those things. So there will be some data curation process and all that, but can be done. Once all of this is done, all these three data goes into some kind of LSTM plus deep reinforcement model. That's where it goes into, which will help determine what kind of crowd noise we need to generate, what kind of score need to be generated, and what kind of commentary need to be made. I will again say the score is also input to a crowd noise, because uh, you know, when there's a 90th minute in the football, and when that goal happens, the crowd noise is different. And when there is a goal like say 35th minute, there is a noise, but that's different. So the score comes and goes as an input or a timing of it, where the match timings. So the score include match timings, I would say, match timing calculation and all of that. So this thing runs with the help of LSTM plus deep reinforcement. Why I'm saying deep reinforcement? LSTM is obviously understood, which is required because we want a chain of things to be recorded, to be understood. But deep reinforcement is because we already have a score for the recording. Since we already have a score for the recording, what we want them, whenever a model predicts right, we want to score it good. Whenever a model predicts bad, we want to score it wrong. So that our model eventually learns how to score. So we don't tell him the rules of the game. We just tell him the score, and model learns that throwing, suppose this is say, yeah, this is badminton, um, suppose this is tennis, right? So it's throwing behind the service line. Yeah, this is tennis, right? So throwing behind the service line is a fault. Like, it's a fault here if it falls. It's a fault here as well if the service is coming this way. So it kind of we want model to learn the game on its own, and we don't want to teach him the game, so that we can use a pretty much very similar thing for roughly training most of the games, most of the scenario, same design, same design, same recording. When I say same recording from different games, very similar, but keep generating output for different games. And then when you go next time, what happens is you run this, you stand your mobile just at a place where referee or a commentator, all of those people used to be, and experience being a big time player. Isn't it interesting? I would like to be experience that, or getting treated like a big player. That would be real fun. I hope it will be fun for you. Do like this channel, subscribe this channel, and yeah, and whatnot. Yeah, thank you. Thanks all for watching.